Let me take you behind the scenes as an NHL media member covering Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final in Carolina. I got to the rink at around 4:30 for an 8 o'clock puck drop because I wanted to see what the scene outside looked like. I know a lot of Canes fans love to tailgate, met these cool guys who were grilling up burgers and dogs. Then I made my way into the arena. And for me, I love to sit in the peace and quiet of an NHL barn before the fans pile in. You kind of get to sit there and think and imagine what the game is going to look like. And it's super cool to see some of the players show up and step onto the ice before anyone can see them. Andrei Svechnikov loves to get his hands going on the ice in his shorts and sneakers. We made eye contact. It was definitely a little bit awkward, but it's cool to see him get the mitts going a bit. Then I made my way back outside for the Dan and Shay concert. Got to listen to a little bit of When I Taste Tequila, Baby, I Still See Ya. And it was a great event put on by the NHL. Then I worked my way back into the arena, got my $25 voucher for dinner, picked Willie's Hot Chicken, which is Justin Williams' little food spot in Carolina, also known as Mr. Game 7. I got my chicken Willie's way. It was delicious. Then I made my way up to the press box, got to take in a little bit of the photos and the history of the Carolina Hurricanes before I made my way to my seat for the game, which was behind the net, where the Vegas Golden Knights would end up shooting twice. The building started to fill up for a warm-up as the Carolina Hurricanes took the ice. I love watching what each individual guy does in warm-up, especially a guy like Mitch Marner, who has a pretty interesting skating routine that he does before every game. Carolina Hurricanes fans, despite being down 1-0 in the series, they still believe. And the Lenny was absolutely rocking in the pregame, but the game itself would not go their way at the start. Vegas had a 2-0 lead in the third period until Logan Stankoven made a play that changed the entire game, and that's when this place exploded. And then Mark Jankowski had the huge game-tying goal and then ended up taking a 3-2 lead on the power play before Vegas came right back and tied the game at 3, which sent us to overtime, where Seth Jarvis, a guy who needed to score more than almost anyone in this entire series, ended up being the hero. Got to make my way down to the Carolina Hurricanes locker room for the post-game pressers. I spoke to Mark Jankowski and Sebastian Aho. Then made my way to the post-game press conference room, where I didn't get a chance to ask a question to Jordan Stahl or Seth Jarvis, but I got to soak in what those guys had to say about the win. Then I got a chance to ask Rod Brindamore, the head coach of the Carolina Hurricanes, a question of my own. After the presser, I cut up all my clips, got a slice of pizza, and left the rink at around 1 a.m. What an insane Game 2, and what a crazy start to this series.